switched places with Avi Cohen.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, you're here and he's there.
Ah, yeah. We can't say where he is, can we?
Well, you can. He's in Georgia.
He's in Georgia. You talked to him the other night.
And alive and well.
Yeah, alive and well, kicking.
Yeah.
Typical Avi.
Yeah.
But that's why I grew this.
In honor.
In honor, because Avi grew him one. But
I didn't see Avi's got a beard now.
yes, sir.
Oh God.
But it's not dark and lustery like mine.
Luscious.
Luscious. Avi's looks like a 14-year-old Riesenschnauzer. It's great going through here, but you got to tell him about Just for Men.
Yeah.
Avi, it works. Like,
Yeah.
on.
No, I was using Madison Reed on my, not on my beard, but on my hair to just try to keep some of the gray out.
Yeah, I'm much too vain to have any gray.
No, I mean I am too. No. Except that you see some of these guys, they have the black hair. It's like too black.
Yeah.
It's like too black. You gotta let a little bit come through.
What are you saying?
Not you. No, you're good.
Sure.
Yeah, you're good. No, but you go to the next level. It's too much.
Oh, okay, but
It's
I'm not there yet.
No. You're on the precipice.
Okay, but Avi, hair color works.
Well, let's send him. Let's pitch in and send him a little bottle.
Okay, we can go to a CVS.
Yeah, we'll try to.
So, yeah.
I hope he gets this. I hope he sees this after he gets the bottle.
He says he's making a really nice sport field right now.
He said,
He said it's going to be top end.
I saw the videos. You
I haven't seen it.
haven't seen the videos?
Nope.
I thought he sent everything to you first.
I don't rate that high with Avi Cohen. I
Apparently
guess.
don't.
Well,
I do.
that's like Jimmy. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
So here
I've
we-
been dissed twice this week now by you and Jimmy.
Not by me. It's Avi.
Avi.
Avi, not me.
Blame Avi.
It wasn't me. Yeah, you spent the night on the other night? I forget, 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
And
At your house.
my casa, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's rare that Janet invites somebody to spend the night here.
Yeah.
Very rare. Right. So
I'm honored.
you should be. And then Janet said, "Would you like a dog to sleep with you?" She offered up one of our children for you.
I said, of course.
Yeah, you did. And did you choose Jimmy or did she?
I wanted Jimmy.
You wanted
Jimmy was my favorite until he forsaken me.
Forsook?
Yeah, forsook. But yeah, Jimmy, I lifted him up in bed and got all comfy. That lasted all about 2 minutes. He forsook me.
Yeah.
So I picked him up and lifted him off the bed, so I was dogless.
Yeah, dogless. Well, we were dog full upstairs.
Yeah, you know it's against the rules to put dogs. You don't put dogs in bed with you.
Never.
You don't feed them from the table.
Never.
I do all those
Every
things.
one of them. Every one of them. I had a video of Bosman eating whipped cream off of my pancakes. All walking on the table.
I'm glad you said pancakes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I mean, I love whipped cream.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just my limiting my carbs by eating pancakes and whipped cream. But,
Yeah.
You're here doing some stuff, visiting me. I'm glad you're here. I've caught a lot of gripe on some of the other podcasts I did, and I want to talk about some stuff with you, right? Because I think you're the world's expert on personal protection dogs, on police dogs, whatever we want to call them, bite dogs. And there's some things going on in the world, and in my opinion, I think the positive only people, the nuts are running the nut house, right? All of Europe banning e-collars, banning prong collars, banning this, banning crates. You can't even have a dog in a crate anymore now in Switzerland, I think, or Sweden. And I think, in a lot of ways, I think Europe did themselves in. I think they lay down, we'll give up the prong collar, we'll give up this. Now there's somebody, I'm not going to mention his name, I never give credit to people who I don't agree with, who is saying that they should get rid of that owning a protection dog, an IGP, IPO, and we're going to get into shits and words, that it's like having a gun, like having a loaded gun. It's reckless, it's stupid, and all that stuff, right? I want to talk to you, and I want to start out with the one thing. You have procured dogs in everything from the very, very top level personal protection dogs to police dogs to military dogs. We're going to leave it at that. I don't want to go any deeper than that, right? I want you to tell me a couple things, and the first one is,
You know you're a chicken enjoyer when?
When it's your true love, kulapat na bata.
It's not just you who loves it, pero your entire family.
I knew he was the one when he gave me his crispy balat.
When you dream about it, pare, for me, it's the undisputed, crispiest, juiciest, bestest ever.
And I am a chicken enjoyer.
For the millions of chicken enjoyers, only the Philippines' best tasting Jollibee Chicken Joy.
the danger of these dogs in public. I buy a dog from you, okay? I buy one of your top protection dogs. Now I'm saying personal protection dogs. Probably has an IPO background, French ring background, something, right? How dangerous is that dog? I take him to the coffee shop.
It's not. So with a responsible person, responsible owner, it's not. How dangerous is a well-raised child that you take to karate school, that goes to karate school, boxing club? If he's well-raised and you're responsible, it's not dangerous. It's a life enhancer.
I agree with you on that. But let's talk about that a little bit. So people will say, well, you know, if it's a bad dog, you know, then you're teaching it how to bite, you know, when you get it into these protection dog sports and all that stuff. Let's talk about that. I mean, let's go into that a little bit, because what are we talking about with
I think you're talking about trainer ethics. I have my own club, and if the dog doesn't pass a temperament test, if he's lack of a better term, a bad dog, I don't train him.
Okay.
Just a good citizen. The first rule of a good protection dog is they have to be a good citizen. Just like a good police officer, anybody that's in the protection business in the human world, they've got to be a good person.
So when you talk about a temperament test, and I want to get into the temperament test, I know that I put my dogs, Goofy and Maya, both through what's called a BH, right? And that's a test that the IPO or IGP or Schutzen does to test the overall temperament of the dog. The dog can't pass the BH, can't go to the IPO 1, 2, or 3, right? How important are those temperament tests, and how thorough are they, do you think?
I think they're spot on. I think Schutzen, what can we call it today?
I think we should stay with Schutzen.
Let's stay with Schutzen. I think they've had it right for as long as they've been around. And we gotta protect it.
I know you're upset about this, just like I am, because they went from Schutzen to IPO to IGP. Internationale Prüfungsordnung, which means an international test certificate. It doesn't mean anything to anybody. Then it's IGP, Internationale Gebrauchshundprüfung, which does Gebrauchhund means like a utility dog, a working dog, right? What's wrong with Schutzen?
Well, let me start off. I'm not an expert in Schutzen, like a Mike Deal or somebody that's well-versed to talk about it. I belong to a Schutzen club, but I like the word Schutzen. Like, why couldn't we just leave it as Schutzen? Because it seems like we're in an acronym society now. Everything's an acronym, A, B, C, D, IGP.
All the way down the
I
line?
don't know. We keep trying to reinvent the wheel, and I wish they would just call it Schutzen.
Well, don't you think that goes down the line of appeasing people?
I think it's a capitulation.
Right.
Again, I wasn't on the inner circle when these changes were made, because I'm not in the inner circle of the Schutzen world. However, to me it seems like they were ceding ground to appease. When Schutzen protection dog, that's what it's all about.
It was Schutzen for 70, 80 years, whatever it was, you know, and then they started changing it. Now the stick hits are coming out. Right? So you use the stick as well, right? So can we talk about that a little bit? Because in IGP, right, in Schutzen, Schutzen in this, there was always a stick hit, right? And again, I'm a very, very, very novice when it comes to the sport. You're an expert with the military dogs. I've done personal protection dogs. We work bite dogs. I want to touch on which is part of the courage test of the dog, right? Can you talk about the stick hits? Why are they important to you that a dog can take a stick hit?
Well, it's a test of character. It's not to inflict pain. It's to test character, and the dog is motivated by the contact. It's a contact sport. It's really a paintbrushing more than a hit. When you see somebody coaching their son in football, they grab the pads and get out there, son. Get out there. You know, is that child abuse? No.
Right.
And it's motivation.
Well, it's important we have these physical contacts with each other and with our dogs. I mean, you know, when I work my dog, I'll grab him by the scruff of the neck and grab him or pat him really hard or something like that. Why is it any different?
It's not different. And when you're motivating, we've talked before, I correlated a lot with dogs as to raising children. You know, when I'm motivating my son to go in the wrestling ring or on the football field, I'm not going, oh, honey, go out there and have fun. No, it's, come on, son.
Yeah, let's do
Let's
it.
do it. And the dog thrives on that kind of contact. And it's kabuki theater out on the sport field. You know, it's not real.
Yeah.
And so people that don't know much about it make these assumptions, and they're stepping out of their lane into our lane, and we need to be uber protective of that.
Kabuki theater is such a good analogy. I like that a lot, especially with my background in martial arts. The image or this kabuki theater of it is so wrong. I want to touch on something you have talked about this. I always like what you have to say in, you know, the building the boy into the man before he ever gets into the fight. You have a really big piece about that. We've talked about that when raising puppies. With IPO,